What's going on, everyone? I'm back talking about something a little different from cameras this time. I'm talking about audio because I've been testing out these true wireless earbuds for about a month and a half, and I really want to put them through their paces, and I've liked them so much. I actually want to do a video for you guys. So we're here to talk about the Klipsch T5 true wireless earbuds and the sports variant, the Mclaren Edition. Let's talk about them. All right, now before we get into the T5 let's talk about how they are different from the original version of this. Now, the original one, there were some complaints about the fitment. It was a little bit too long. It was a bit hard to get into the ear, fit right. Klipsch has taken all that feedback and they have redesigned these to fit a lot better in the ear. They're shorter, they're a little bit more compact, if you want to use that. Even the case is slightly different. And that iconic Zippo case that was in the T5s that everybody loved, it's back. A little different design, but it's very pocketable, but it is such a beautiful build quality. I mean, just look at this. It's like a Zippo, but I don't smoke, but look at that. It's so nice. I could just keep doing that all the time, then I would annoy a lot of people, but nonetheless, these are fantastic. And also in terms of fitment, I'll show you the different types of ear cups to them, because those ear cups are the same that is on the sports variant with the Mclaren Edition. And Klipsch has really taken a lot of time to sort of redesign these and make them in various different sizes. So because they know not everybody's ear, left or right ear, is actually the same size. So they've made it slight adjustments to each of them, so it's much easier to find that fitment. And that's one of the things I enjoy, because I actually have to change on mine. Sometimes depending on the sports that I'm doing, I have to make one ear is a little bit larger than the other. My mom and dad, I don't know, I didn't create it. But anyway, luckily I can adjust those ear cups to fit to my liking, and actually it helps in terms of when I'm running around and everything else like that. One of the things I liked about Klipsch audio is it's got a very clean sound, and it's right in that mid-range, so it's not too bassy and it's not too high in the trebles. So it really captures if you like to listen to spoken word, podcasts, YouTube videos, even movies, or even if you want a little bit of hip hop and rock in your life once in a while like I do, you're really gonna like how these perform. It's just like the home speakers. And the one thing about any true wireless earbuds or speakers is that you need to let them burn in. It's very hard to just pull something out of the box, listen to it for 5 minutes, and just make a decision on that. Because the sound profile on these does change after you use them for a period of time. It becomes a little bit more warmer, a little bit more inviting, but it's just got a really good sound. That's one of the things that really stood out to me the most, is how enjoyable the sound is on these. Now, in terms of fitment, as I mentioned before, they fit great. Now, these are a little bit different in terms of fitment because, as you'll see in the sports variant, they actually have various different size ear wings to keep in your ear, so when you're running around, they're not gonna fall out. These have a pretty good suction into the ears as well. They won't fall out just moving around, but if I'm gonna do any sort of running or sporting activity or cycling, I will definitely go for the sports variant. Let's talk about battery life for a moment, because you have up to 8 hours on a single charge, 3 more additional charges with the case, so a total of 32 hours of usage. Now, for someone like me, I use these mainly when I go to the gym or if I'm watching a YouTube video, which is a 5 or 10 minutes at a go. So I don't need to charge these that much. Maybe one time out of a week and a half, 2 weeks is good enough for me. But speaking of the gym, these are IP67 rated on that. So sweat, somewhat water resistant. Don't obviously go swimming with these things, but I mean, you can do a pretty heavy workout with this. If you're a big sweater, you're not gonna have an issue. But if you are that kind of a user, you're gonna wanna move over to the sports version. I'll tell you why in just a minute. But nonetheless, these will work for the gym as well. It's just in terms of if you want that extra sporting look and accessories, you'll go for this. If you want something that's just more of a daily wear, office, a little bit of the gym, at home, watching movies, watching videos, go for the T5 on this one, because there's really not much difference in terms of sound profile at all and in terms of design. It's really in terms of the accessories and the casing and a few extras, of course, because the Mclaren Edition is a very special edition, which we'll talk about in just a second. But besides that, let's talk about distance on these, because, you know, they've also improved the Bluetooth connectivity to this, so your distance is really good. About up to 50 feet for the American folks out there. You can go quite a ways away from your phone and still get a really good connection on these. So one thing I like to do in my home if I'm watching, because I have YouTube Premium, so I just kind of turn off my phone and it plays in the background, and I'm maybe cooking in the kitchen and I leave my phone in the other room and I'm good. I can hear my audio, no issues at all. It's not cutting out. It's got a really solid connection. Even if I'm cycling and I got my phone in my back pocket, sometimes when I'm cycling, These are things that sometimes certain true wireless earbuds will cut out just because of the angle from where the phone is to where the earbuds are. No issues at all with these. It actually connects brilliantly. So if you're worried about that, do not be. Audio quality in terms of phone calls, it's good. You hear the person pretty good. It's got a nice tonality to their voice. How they hear you is a little bit more on the higher pitch side. You don't get a lot of bass coming out of these, but it's clear, it's audible, no issues at all with it. But I mean, if you're looking for the best sound, pick up the phone and call somebody. I mean, true wireless earbuds, they're there just to help you out in a pinch on a phone call, but they're not going to be the best of the best, you know what I mean? And if you're gonna do any Zoom calls with these things, invest in a microphone, you know what I mean? It'll do the job, but invest in a microphone if you really want good audio quality. Okay, now, that's it for the T5 2 Standard Edition. Let's talk about the sports variant on this one. This is where things get pretty exciting on this. This is the Mclaren Edition because, you know, I got to bring out the Mclaren Edition for this. And I'm a big car guy, and, you know, when they say they partnered up with McLaren, I'm like, oh, hell yeah. First off, let's talk about the case. The case is absolutely beautiful. Different from the T5 Standard. That's a metal case, solid, feels like a Zippo. This is sports through and through. Carbon fiber inlay on it. You got the nice orange lines on it that are the same color as the McLaren's F1 team. I mean, these are absolutely beautiful. And then when you open it up, there we go. You've got the McLaren logo on the right side, you got the Klipsch on the left side, and you actually got these dry beads in here, which you can hear. And these actually help dry out the earbuds. So if you're doing any sort of sports running and you're a big sweater or whatever the case is, you drop them in here and this will actually dry out the earbuds for you. Of course, you do want to wipe them off yourself. I mean, don't just drop in wet earbuds. I mean, come on. You don't want them to stink, right? I mean, I don't think it's going to smell. I mean, these help with that, but I'm just saying they will actually help dry out the earbuds. But as you can tell, there's something different with these as well. You have these ear wings on this. This is going to help them keep secure in your ears, and there's various different sizes. And this case, well, at least the McLaren Edition is, and this McLaren Edition is wireless charging. Actually comes with a wireless charging pad. I'll show you that in just a second. But this is wireless charging, which is cool. You can also charge it by a USB-C if you want to. But what Klipsch has done with this McLaren kit, for just $20 more, $20 US more than the standard sports edition, go for this. A, it's limited edition. B, you get the wireless charging dock, and on it you get the whole colorway of the McLaren F1 team, which is kind of cool in itself. If you're a car person, you're going to enjoy it. Even if you're not, it's just sexy to look at. But they've got so many accessories here. You've got foam tips now. You've got the various different sizes in terms of silicone tips, the same as the T5 2 Standard Edition. You've got the various different ear wings on this, so you can adjust it to your size of ear to hook in. You've got all that inside of this, especially even a limited edition aluminum card to let you know that you're special because you have the McLaren Edition. I mean, it's the small things that matter, right? We like this, we appreciate this in tech, because nowadays, sometimes people forget about it. They want to be eco-friendly, so they just give you a small box and say, here you go. Klipsch said, no, we're going to reward you for getting our top of the line limited edition McLaren version, and that's exactly what they did. Battery life, the same. 8 hours on a single charge, 32 hours total usage, IP67 rated on this as well. I mean, there's not much difference in terms of the standard versus the sport. Of course, you got the drying case, wireless charging on this. The ear tips are a different color, they're orange. The match, got to match, right? The orange ear tips, orange colorway, black earbuds, sexy. McLaren all the way, baby. All I need is the car. But these are a lot less expensive, You gotta start somewhere, guys. You gotta start somewhere. Start with the earbuds first. Then I'll get to the McLaren in maybe 20 years' time. Now, there are a couple of things I do want to highlight to you in terms of the sports variants on this that I have given feedback to Klipsch, and they said they are taking my feedback and they are looking into it. It's not a deal breaker, but it's just something to be aware of. Now, because these have those rubber ear wings to them, and they're great in terms of fitment, but they are easily removable. And as such, sometimes when you take them out of your ear and you put them into the case, they can push down to the point where the magnet won't lock on to the earbud. And I've had this happen a couple times where the earbuds will just stay on in the case no matter what, or they'll turn off and they'll turn back on because the connection isn't solid. So my recommendation is before you put them into the case, make sure that ear wing is not impeding in terms of the connectivity from the earbud to the magnet onto the case itself. Otherwise, you'll find out that you'll burn through the batteries on these, so the next time you take them out, you'll have no battery left on them, okay? Again, it's not a deal breaker, it's just another step you need to just take in consideration. But there's so many other good things about these earbuds that's a small thing I can live with, because the audio quality, the fitment, they're very comfortable. The fact that the sports variants come with a foam tip on these, which is fantastic, because for me, silicone, sometimes I get a little bit itchy in my ears after wearing them for an hour, but I pop in that foam tip, I am good to go. And the various different sizes on it really just make it a very personal, comfortable fit for me when I'm out there cycling or in the gym and using these. And of course, the sound quality with these are absolutely fantastic. These guys almost hit me. They decided to move at last minute. You know, always funny thing about runners, they never want to just move. They like think that I'm gonna move, but I'm recording a video with Kai Hong, and if I move, I can't. You know what I mean? Anyway, slightly off topic, but nonetheless, joggers. I'm a jogger myself. But overall, that small thing is not a deal breaker for these. Besides that, I highly recommend these. The fact that these have a wireless charging to them, comes with a wireless charging dock, the accessories, the foam ear tips, the various different size silicone tips. I mean, just the attention to detail that Klipsch has put in with the Mclaren Edition is, I would definitely recommend these. In terms of the standard edition, these are beautiful. These are one of the most beautiful true wireless earbuds out there. I mean, case-wise, even the buds themselves are really nice. And you can see that Klipsch has really made a big improvement over the first version out there to the market. And these have been a cult favorite for a lot of people out there. We've got a lot of requests on our channel to review these, hence that's why I'm doing it. But I would definitely recommend them. If you're into clean sound, that's great for YouTube videos, movies, various different music, you're gonna absolutely love these. And the Bluetooth connectivity, as I mentioned, is fantastic as well. So you can put them aside, walk around the house a little bit, and have no issues at all with that. Anyway, those are my thoughts on the Klipsch T5 2 True Wireless Standard and Mclaren Edition earbuds. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Like always, follow us on Facebook, subscribe to us on YouTube. Be safe out there, and we'll chat to you soon. Take care.